exhausting. I'm really out of breath.
Now for the travel news. Traffic jams cost us £9 billion a year. That's not to mention the amount of time we waste staring at the number plate in front. And it's no wonder, with 85% of cars with just one person inside them during the rush hour commute. Here's Sean Peel.
The joy of the open road. Sadly, life in the fast lane is life at a standstill these days. We're apparently a nation of people who love to queue, but traffic jams are sapping the life out of us.
The whole world and his Uncle Joe clattering up my freedom road.
For drivers in Essex, traffic jams are pretty much a way of life. A waste of life, really. The worst place, though, not just in Essex, but the whole region, is Southend. One road in, and at the end of it, a whole load of sea. There's nowhere to go. Southend drivers spend 30 hours of their lives every year in rush hour jams. The new city of Chelmsford, just down the road, isn't far behind. Drivers here say goodbye to 23 hours. The first traffic lights were used exactly 150 years ago. They were gas lamps outside Parliament, and they exploded. These days, they're a lot smarter. This is one of the busiest junctions in Chelmsford. It gets really snarled up. Now, those control strips that you see on the road, there are some near the traffic lights and a bit further back, tell the traffic lights how long the queues are, and you would like to think, wouldn't you, that the traffic lights occasionally listen. Well, also listening and watching are the guys in the control room at County Hall, just over there.
Thanks, Paul. On the whole, not a bad start for the afternoon, but the A131 around Braintree, really busy this afternoon, actually.
This is the Essex Traffic Control Centre, where they're keeping an eye on what's going on out there. It's the drive time rush hour. You can see it's getting busy. The lights are on. This is the Army and Navy roundabout, one of the most notorious hotspots in Chelmsford, with the flyover moving very slowly there. Rayleigh Weir up here, no traffic bulletin would be fully dressed without a mention of Rayleigh Weir. And the centre of Chelmsford tonight, that's the Parkway junction, moving quite freely there at the moment. The thing is, if the guys in here did see a problem, they can intervene.
The guys here will monitor the traffic flows at those junctions, and then they can put in different timing plans. They can turn signals on, they can turn them off, they can change the way the phases work, the way the traffic lights actually come on and off. The trick actually, and this is the hard bit, is getting to intervene or to do something just at the point where the normal starts to become the abnormal. You don't quite want it to get to abnormal. You want to manage it while it's still normal, and just jump in if you can.
We are our own worst enemies, though, because we are in queues, because we are in cars, and we're to blame for it all, aren't we? We blame traffic, but we are the traffic.
We are the traffic, yeah, and if you were to look at a queue of traffic, and I can see a couple on the monitors at the moment, but if we were to look at the queues of traffic and count how many people are in each car, we'd probably find that most cars had one person, maybe two people. Very few cars will be full. If you look at a bus, the bus will take 40 people. That's 40 cars off the road. So actually we are our own worst enemy.
Journalist Paul Hutton is Captain Congestion. He edits the Smart Highways website and has spent his career specialising in traffic and transport.
Let's go and find some traffic.
He used to get information by phoning garages and little chefs and asking them to look out of the window. Now he says the solution is technology and smarter driving.
Your sat-nav that's on your phone, that is not only receiving traffic information, but the speed and location of this vehicle is being sent back anonymously to a central server, and they'll even be able to use a mobile phone just on in your car. If lots and lots of mobile phones stop moving as expected, you can then deduce from that that there are traffic jams. So we have far better gathering of traffic information than asking Maud at the Little Chef to look out the window and tell us roughly if the traffic's moving or not.
How did your date go?
Oh, he wasn't even Japanese. Furious. After I'd learnt the language as well.
Oh, where were he from?
Rochdale.
Rochdale?
Peter Kay's BAFTA-winning Car Share was a hit with millions of viewers. But did it bring new disciples to car sharing? According to the Department for Transport, 85% of cars commuting have only one person inside. That means there are 38 million empty seats on our roads every day. LiftShare is a national company based in Norwich. Staff here are motor matchmakers to more than 500,000 members. And it doesn't have to be just home to work. It could be for one-off things like concerts, festivals or sporting events.
Do you think people need to be more incentivised to LiftShare?
We see regular commuters saving around £1,000 in fuel costs every year, which is a huge difference, especially with other costs increasing. And environmentally, people are more concerned about how they spend their money or how they spend their time. And again, with regular sharing, you can cut your carbon footprint by about 10%. So it's about, you know, there's lots of benefits to be had from sharing, not just saving money. We see 90% of people that do try sharing then go on to continue sharing. So we're about to hit 600,000 active members sharing their journeys. So it's definitely increasing year on year.
The beauty of having the car share is you get a designated parking space area.
Karen O'Brien is one of LiftShare's happy customers. She's been doing it for about 8 years and she shares the load and the lifts with 2 others. It helps that her employer, the University of East Anglia, really encourages it.
It's a saving, and I think that if everybody did give it a little thought, I'm sure that people don't realise how easy it is. It's so easy just to be pre-organised the day before. I don't drive restrict every Tuesday is my time to drive. We do it on a rotation basis. Or you drove yesterday, I'll drive today. I'll pick you up, you know, en route, and we organise it there.
You all right? Yeah, I'm fine, are you?
Yes, thanks, yeah.
I didn't think Ted was very well last night, but...
Really? Why is that?
I don't know, he just doesn't seem himself. I don't know what's wrong with him. He didn't eat his dinner last night. He hasn't eaten his breakfast.
Very full on last night.
I had to take him to the vets, I think.
Yeah.
Who gets to choose what's on the radio?
Well, we have a bit of a dilemma, to be honest, because I like more music. I mean, we went to a Phil Collins concert the other week, me and my car share. So we had Phil Collins playing for the week before so we could memorise the songs. So there's elements like that that, you know, is a bit of fun. I've got a dinner party tonight.
Have you?
So, yeah.
You got much to prepare tonight, mate?
Well, I'm doing a goulash, so it's not too bad. So it's more of a one-pot dinner. It makes the journey so much quicker because you've got people around you and, you know, you're having a bit of a laugh. It just makes life better.
The assault on traffic jams is coming from all fronts. Intervention from councils, better road planning, smarter technology and better still, smarter drivers. 150 years since the first traffic lights in Britain, we've come a long way, even though sometimes it doesn't always feel like it.